Hey guys, Grant here with AdStellar. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, now that you have connected your ad account and you've imported your campaigns and you've set your campaign goals, now you're actually ready to start using the AdStellar product, okay? And I'm going to walk you through first some of the awesome insights that you're going to get, some of the AI insights, and then basically how to use AdStellar to launch ads rapidly, get amazing rapid tests going, bulk ad launches, and using the AI launcher so that you guys can launch way more tests faster and basically just find ad winners way faster than you currently are, okay? So let's go ahead and dive into this. So now if I go to the performance page, now because we imported our campaign and we set our campaign goal, we basically will now see some really important things like the results column, right? Like how many, in this case, website leads, or if you imported a campaign that is purchases, how many purchases, the conversion value, the ROAS, all of these things come in directly from Meta, okay? So now that we have these in here, you know, this data is just for you to go through and see that it actually is matching with Meta. You don't need to use this. I don't encourage you to use this as an ads manager, okay, to look at the data. It's really just a verification tool for you to have confidence in the data, all right? Now, when we jump over to the AI Insights page, this is where you guys are going to get unmatched insights, things that you will never get in Meta or any other platform. When you imported your campaign to AdStellar, you didn't just import the data. You actually imported the audiences, you imported the headlines, the creatives, the copy, everything. And then what AdStellar is able to do is actually parse out each part of your ad campaign. So we're able to pull out the audience, we're able to pull out the creative, the headlines, all. And we're able to sort of just narrow them down to like what you see here. If I'm looking at creative, it's giving me an amazing analysis on these creatives that I can see, right? And so I can see that the score is based on our results. So the result column, the score is based on what we set our goal to be on the performance. So then this is showing how it's performing. Remember we did our goal is $20. Well, we can see both these creatives are a little bit above that, right? So that's why they have a lower score. Now, if I want to see the performance of one of these creatives over time, I can click it, and it opens this awesome chart, okay? And I can select different metrics here. So this is spend on this exact creative over time. But let's go do something like results. Let's get our results number, okay? So in this case, leads. How many leads over time? Something I really like to do is look at ad fatigue for the creative. So the way that is sort of measured is I'll put spend in here, so I'll see how much I'm spending on this creative, and then I'll actually layer on top of it either CPC or CTR, right? So if I go cost per click, I'm able to see sort of how that cost per click is trending over time, and it's helpful to go wider like weekly or monthly. So I can kind of see here that the cost per click is the dotted line, and I can see that it's going down, and that's good, right? Or we can get rid of cost per click and we look at a different metric like CTR, right? And we can see what the CTR is. CTR going up, that's a good thing. So we're not experiencing creative fatigue, okay? So you're able to look at things like that is super helpful for analyzing the data. The other thing we can do is we can switch to headline, right? And then what this is going to do, it looks like on this ad campaign that we imported, we're using two different headlines. Very clearly from this data, I can sort and see this headline has a 3.2 score and the 59 results, but the cost per result is $39. Compared to this headline is a $26 cost per result, right? I'm using both these headlines on these ads. You can see I'm using this headline on 8 ads and I'm using this headline on 7 ads. What this tells me is I should really just be using this headline, right? It's the winner. So these are the types of insights that you're going to get from this awesome feature that you're not going to be able to see anywhere else. Another one is the ad combination. So this pulls all of them together, right? So this pulls together the full ad itself. I like to look at this. I like to sort by results. If you want to go back the last 30 days, and then you can click this. And again, you can see the performance over time based on the metrics you select. If you want to see an easier side-by-side analysis of, let's say, these top two, you can do that on the chart, or we can scroll down, guys, to the card view. Okay, so this is a cool view where I can just see very clearly like the analytics, so the performance, the numbers, with exactly what my copy, creative, headline, all of that looks like. Okay, and we can click in and just dive further deep into what is working here. Okay, so it gives you very, very good creative analytics, creative metrics here that you're able to view. Okay, so you can spend a lot of time on this awesome feature here. You can go through, it's going to help you get unmatched insights into what you have not been able to see, frankly, in the Meta Ads Manager. You can also filter by certain things if you want to make sure that you're only looking at, sort of ad combinations that have a certain level of spend. You can do that. So you can do a lot of really cool things on this page. Now, all this to say, the coolest thing about this is all of this is visible to the AI that's working behind the scenes for AdStellar, right? So what that means is when you go to do an AI launch, that is what all of this data is being used by our AI to make smarter ad combination decisions for you to launch those campaigns. Okay, so I did just want this video to be about the AI Insights page. The next video we'll talk about the AI launch, and we will go from there. But guys, spend a lot of time on this page learning how to use it. You can customize columns. You have all these different options for viewing data and getting amazing insights out of your ads that you haven't been able to see before. It's going to help you see things more clearly. It's going to help you make smarter decisions when it comes to what ads to launch using what creative, what headline, etc. And the last small tip I'll leave you with is if you go ahead and you go into, if you basically say like, okay, cool, this is my best performer, I just want to relaunch this again. Guys, you just click it and it brings up the chart, but it also brings up this add to draft. And when I click add to draft, you can click add to draft and now it creates a launch draft. Okay, you don't need to do that now. We'll talk about that in a little bit in a couple videos, but spend some time here, learn how to use the AI Insights, and we'll see you in the next video.